Well, here's another steering column I have. This is obviously a far cleaner and superior deal. I'm only got like 2 inches in here to there shouldn't be any trouble to mock up a steering set in here with a couple of U-joints. Kind of a long bar, but that would be okay. And I can put my front end right here. That'll keep it all below the frame, maybe an inch or so below that cross member. Put a couple Heim joints in it to mount it. That's obviously a better deal there, rather than that big old cowl steering. And it'd be rack and pinion, so it'll steer a lot better. And I do have the capability of putting in power steering if I want. I just have to figure out some way to get the power steering pump on it. I built another one, had a little 302 in it, and it steered alright. It was a little tough on the parking it. And this one's kind of long, that's going to make it even worse. But my radiator is going to clear there. I don't think I'll have any trouble putting this in, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut off all this stuff over here. It'll take me some time, clean it up. Just go for rack and pinion steering. It'd just be much cleaner, and at the end of the day a lot less work than trying to put the big old steering box in it. Even here it's so long that even if I was to use like a Corvair reverse steering box, I'm going to have a lot of stuff. I think this will clean it up real nice. It'll all be inside. You really won't even see the steering. I'll be under the frame. Most of it will all be covered up by the motor. If I got some kind of, I know that the bell housing fits real close to the frame here, and a starter and stuff, but it shouldn't be too much trouble to route a 3/4 inch shaft around there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in with rack and pinion steering. So of course now my steering brackets don't like the setup. They were perfectly happy on the bottom there, but if I go to try to put this arm up on top here, it's just too big. Bracket won't go on it, so I'm going to have to cut this or something, bring it up, 2 inches, far enough to clear this radius rod, whatever you want to call it. Well, even though my brackets are beautiful and fit precisely and they're a wonderful thing and all that, if they don't work, they don't work. But I think, of course, about the maximum I could put this would be about right here somewhere without much modification, I could cut off the end there that the bolt goes in. And I've only got like 3/8 of an inch, and I've got enough here to weld it right on the front of this bracket. So I can cut those off, weld it in, and I think I'm a few inches off here. Well, I really hated to cut this beautiful piece up, but I put it on here, tacked it, welded it pretty solid, put my bolts in it so I wouldn't get it too bad, get too much slag in the thread. I did a pretty good job. It's not the most beautiful weld by any means, but I welded it all the way around and it's good and solid. So I'm pretty sure it'll hold. Well, I know it'll hold. And here on top where you can see it, I'll just grind all this off and try to make it look as pretty as I can. It'll never be as nice as it was before I started on it, but that's the way it goes. I gotta modify it to fit. So that's where it's gonna go now. Well, here's my semi-final product. I got it ground down pretty nicely here. All the top looks good. I've got plenty of clearance. My welds are real strong. It looks like I'm 2 inches above my this bar thing here. I don't even know what you call it. But anyway, bolts went in real straight. So I'm pleased with that. Looks like I might have not quite got it level, but I'm not going to particularly worry about that. I believe I'm going to put heim joints on it so I can go at the top or the bottom, and this will all look fine. I don't have to worry about any of this. I just C-clamped my power rack here to the jack. I've got it where it's clearing a couple inches, and I just put a heim joint in here, and it looks like it's all perfectly parallel. So I can't really adjust it. It's level here, and it looks like it's gonna fit my stabilizer bar just fine there, or my steering bar. I'm pretty sure that my radiator and everything is going to clear in here. All of this all the sending unit stuff will get taken off there. I don't have to really worry about any of that stuff, and all of those lines, I'll just get those plugged. Clean that up good. But looks like everything will work out just fine. This side will be the same, of course. That's so now I'll just have to get whatever bolt I got for my heim joint welded onto what's left of the shaft. I've got my mounting points on the rack here, pretty much vertical. I may have a little bit of angle in them in order to get this steering shaft in, but I think even that's going to be fine. I'm going to mock up a steering shaft right now. We'll see what that looks like.